Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma barahabati fillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us and advised us. He advised us with everything good, and he warned us against all the evil that we need to be aware of in order to protect ourselves. And the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned in the Hadeeth as-Sahih, in Sahih Muslim, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم اجتنبوا سبع موبقات. Beware of 7 deadly sins. قال فقلنا وما هن يا رسول الله. So the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala ajma'in that were with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they said, O Messenger of Allah, what are they? Because the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala ajma'in, they wanted ilm al-nafiya, they wanted beneficial knowledge that would take them to paradise, and knowledge that would protect them from the fire. So they asked the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَمَا هُنَّ يَا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. So the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, الشرك بالله والسحر وقتل النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق وأكل ربا وأكل مال يتيم والتولي يوم الزحف. So the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned in this hadith 7 deadly sins. The first of those sins, ahabati fillah shirk billah, is that you associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in any forms. That's why we try to warn people, hey, don't supplicate to the dead. I don't care if some people say it's a sin and some people say it's this and that, or it's just a bid'ah. No, it's shirk. But regardless, it is so dangerous. Why would you even go on that path? And why would you lighten the burden, so to speak, for the people who do such a wicked act? Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, shirk billah. He mentioned the first thing as a deadly sin, as the most severe sin, is to associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning polytheism. Was sihr. The second thing he said is sihr, meaning witchcraft. So staying away from all kind of witchcraft and all kind of interactions with the spirit world, with jinn and fortune telling and all of those things lead to the hellfire and are the major sins. وقال وقتل النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق. And also taking the life of someone who is innocent, that this is also something which is deplorable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a major sin. Killing people, murder, anything which is branching from that you have no right to do, taking the lives of the innocent. وَعِيَادٍ بِاللَّهِ وَإِيَّاكُمْ مِنْ ذَلِكَ. And then he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, وَأَكْلَ riba, and taking interest. So this shows us how dangerous and how serious taking usury is. It's very serious. وَقَالْ وَأَكْلَ مَالَ يَتِيمٍ, and taking the wealth of the orphan. Taking the wealth of the orphan, because they are known as some of the most vulnerable people in our societies. Those who have lost their fathers, especially at a young age. They are referred to as yatim. And taking their wealth and abusing them and harming them in any way is a major wicked sin. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, وَتَوَلِّي يَوْمَ الزَّحْفِ, which means to flee from the battlefield. So that when there's a battle, if you are running while the rest of the mujahideen are fighting for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this is also a major sin. And then the last, which is mentioned, which we failed to mention, وَقَدْ الْمُحْسَنَات الْغَافِلَات الْمُؤْمِنَات, slandering the chaste Muslimah. So that means a woman who's guarding herself for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She is guarding herself in her honor, but you have trampled on her honor and accused her of committing adultery or fornication or something like this. That's a major sin. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Almighty to accept our good and forgive our evil, protect us from kulisu and makruh. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.